Welcome back to my YouTube channel, sir. Abhishek Barman. Today is multiple choice questions and answers of The Portrait of a Lady by Khushwant Singh. In the last three classes, I already discussed. In the first class, I detailed described and uploaded this class in this channel, detailed summary, annotation, and word meaning of the text. In the second class, the long questions and answers which are very much important to any kind of examinations. In the third class, I discussed thoroughly the most important short questions and answers. And today is the very important MCQ questions for any kind of exams. So let's start. The first question, the phrase, the thought was almost revolting here. This phrase means option A, rebellious thought. Option B, finds it too hard to believe. Option C, raises dissatisfaction. Option D, the thought of quarreling. The right answer is option B, finds it too hard to believe. Okay, now question number two, the phrase, an expanse of pure white serenity here. This phrase means option A. It refers to the calm, peaceful, and serene character of the author's grandmother. Option B. It refers to the calm, peaceful, and serene atmosphere of the school. Option C. It refers to the pure white shari of the grandmother. Option D. It refers to the vast expanse of village school. The right answer is option number A. The phrase means to the calm, peaceful, and serene character of grandmother. Now, question number three. The phrase accepted her seclusion with resignation. Here, this phrase means option A. The author's grandmother resigned from her duty in the city school. Option B. The author's grandmother accepted the subjects taught to the author. Option C. The author's grandmother's passive submission to her secluded life. Option D. The author's grandmother rejected her secluded life. Now we should wait, or next we would learn what is the right answer. The right answer is option number C. The author's grandmother's passive submission to her secluded life. Now question number 4, the phrase frivolous rebukes means option A. It refers to sharp attack of the grandmother. Option B. It refers to the emotional rebuke of the grandmother. Option C. It refers to polite rebuke of the grandmother. Option D. It refers to casual light-hearted rebuke of the grandmother. So we know the right answer is option D. It refers to casual and light-hearted rebuke of the grandmother. Now, question number 5. Question 5, the phrase, the sagging skins of the dilapidated drum means option number A. It means to the shabby and deteriorated condition of the drum. Option B. It means the good condition of the drum. Option C. It means the drum made of deteriorated tin. Option D. It means the special drum used to welcome a successful student. So we know the correct answer is option A. It means to the shabby and deteriorated condition the drum. Now question number 6. The turning point comes to the relationship between them. What what is the situation or where the turning point of the relationship happens? Option A, at village life. Option B, after being snapped between the author and the grandmother. Option C, after shifting to the city school house. Option D, after the author's living to abroad for higher education study. We know the correct answer is option C. After shifting to the city, how? Now, question number 7. The author's grandmother has been old and wrinkled for how many years? Option A, option A 20 years, option B 21 years, option C 22 years, option D 100 years. Let's know the right answer. The right answer is option number E. It is 20 years. Now question number 8. Khushwant Singh could not accept that she had once. Option A, pretty but old. Option B, pretty but had full of wrinkles in the face. Option C, pretty and beautiful. Option D, young and pretty. So let's we know the right answer. The right answer is option D. The author could not accept that she had once young and pretty. Now question number 9. 9. The author's grandfather's beard was. What kind of beard did he had? Did he have option A black, option B white, option C half black and half white, option D completely black. We know now what is the correct answer. Option B white. Next question number 10. The other's grandfather's physique seems to be a man of dash years. Option A, at least 100 years old. Option B, exactly 100 years old. Option C, almost 100 years old. Option D, not more than 100 years old. Now, we would learn the right answer is option A, at least 100 years of old. Now, question number 11. The author's grandmother used to play as option A as a playmate, option B as a player, option C as a child, option D as an athlete. The right answer is option C as a child. Now question number 12. 12. The story regarding the grandmother's young age as option A, real story, option B, fables of fairies, option C, fables of prophets, option D, fables of magician. The right answer is option C, fables of prophets. Now, question number 13. The author's grandmother's portrait was hung where? Option A, over a table. Option B, on the mantelpiece. Sorry, mantelpiece. Option C, above the mantelpiece. Now, option D, on the wall. We would learn the correct option is option C, above the mantelpiece. Now, question number 14. The grandmothers had grandmother হবে this is grandmother had always been question number option A short and slightly bent, option B short and fat and slightly, option C fat and slightly bent, option D short and fat. The correct answer is option C, fat and slightly bent. Now question number 15. The old grandmother kept her hand on where? Option A, shoulder, option B, head, option C, breast, option D, waist. Now, right answer is option D, waist. Question number 16. The clock of hair, sorry, the lock of hair of the grandmother were. What was the lock of the hair of the author's grandmother? Option A, black, option B, silver, option C, white, option D, brown. The correct option is option B, silver. Now, question 17. The lips of the grandmother were constantly busy in for what? Option A, audible prayer. Option B, loud prayer. Option C, inaudible prayer. Option D, soft prayer. What is the correct answer? The right answer is option C, inaudible prayer. Now, question number 18. The wooden slate was plastered with which? Option A, yellow chalk. Option B, white chalk. Option C, white cement. Option D, red chalk. Now question number 19. Sorry, right answer is option A, yellow chalk. Now question number 19. The grandmother spreads over the stale chapati dash for the village dog. Now, option A, salt. Option B, butter. Option C, salt and butter. Option D, butter and sugar. What is the correct answer? Or that is, what did the grandmother spread over the chapati? The right answer is option D, butter and sugar. Now, question number 20. The grandmother always went school with the author because why? Option A. She likes to go to school. Option B. She likes to go to school with her. Option C. She doesn't stay home alone. Option D. The school attached to the temple. The right answer is option option D, school attached to the temple because she would go to the temple school with her grandson and she would read loudly the scriptures and learned about God in the temple which was attached to the school, and that's why she was very much eager to go to the school. Now question number 21. In the village school, the author was taught the alphabet and morning prayer by option A, his grandmother, option B, his teacher, option C, his grandfather, option D, the priest. The right answer is option D, the priest. Question number 22. Where were the dogs waiting for the author and his grandmother? No. Option A, in the street. Option B, the school door. Option C, at the temple door. Option D, at their veranda. The right answer is option C, at the temple door. We know that when the school hour was over, the author and his grandmother returned in front of the temple door where the lots of dogs were waiting for them, and the author's grandmother spreaded the pieces of the breads which she brought from her house. Okay, now question number 23. According to the author to the grandmother, the lewd association in the city school was, what was the lewd association? Option A, the music which was taught in the English medium school. Option B, science. Option C, the law of gravity. Option D, Archimedes. The right answer is option A, music. Now, question number 24. The author was given a separate room when he was a student of which class or which stage in the city school? Option B, college. Option C, university. Option D, in the village school. The right answer is option C, university. Now, question 25. At the station, the grandmother kissed on the forehead of the author. How? Silently. Option B, loudly. Option C, secretly. Option D, emotionally. The right answer is option E, silently. Now, question 26. After how many years did the author come back home after higher education? Option A, 5 years. Option B, 6 years. Option C, 7 years. Option D, 50 years. The right answer is option A, 5 years. Now, question number 27. After coming back home, when Khushwant's grandmother elapsed him, what sound did he hear then? Option A, the sound of our heartbeat. Option B, the sound of gasping. Option C, the sound of reciting prayers. Option D, the sound of singing. The right answer is option, option C, the sound of reciting prayer. Now, question number 28. The author found a cinch came over her when he came back home. What was the cinch? When the author returned after acquiring the higher education in the foreign country, then he returned and he saw a change, a drastic change happened in the life of the grandmother. What was the change? Option A. The grandmother became very old. Option B, the grandmother did not show any certain emotion. Option C, the grandmother did not pray in the evening. Option D, the grandmother did not change mentally and physically. The right answer is option C, the grandmother did not pray in the evening. That is, that the particular day in which day the author returned home That day evening she did not pray, and this was the drastic sense which she observed. Now, question 29. The grandmother, in association with the neighboring women, sang the song of when the author was received in the station. Now the grandmother and she collected the lots of women from her neighboring and they sang a song. What kind of song? The song A. The song of victory, option B. Song of marriage, option C. Song of reception, option D. Song of homecoming warriors. The right answer is option D. The song of homecoming warriors. Now, question 30. On knowing the last chapter of her life, the author's grandmother omitted when the author's grandmother came to know that her days are nearer to, and that's why the last chapter is going to be closed. What did she omitted then? Option A. Option A, talking. Option B, praying. Option C, feeding the sparrow. Option D, sitting in the spinning wheel. The right answer is option B, praying. The next and last question is 31. Before completing last customary, her body was covered with when grandmother was died. Her dead body was lying and she was ready to be cremated. That is the last rite, RITE rite is going to be happened, and her body was covered with which option A? Option A, a red shroud. Option B, a white shroud. Option C, a red bedsheet. Option D, a red carpet. The right answer is option A, a red shroud. These are the 31 very, very most important questions which were helpful to attain to secure high marks. And not only that, but it will help to as if to be smart enough to sit any kind of examination. I want to give you a different touch after ACEs, you would sit for a NEET exam or JEE mains, IIT exam, different kind of competitive exam, and that competitive exam, all the exams are normally held in MCQ, multiple choice questions, and that exams are held in that particular way, and that's why I have tried my level best to give you touch of the upcoming days. That is, you would have to go through the different kind of competitive exams, and that competitive exam you would have to go through this way to achieve your goal. That is to be successful in your competitive era. So these are the questions in the next class. In the next class, I would discuss you in detail summary Bengali, English, annotation, different word meanings, and the centralite of the text, the second chapter of the Hornbill of class 11 in next, the next Wednesday, just as 6 p.m. Goodbye.